fundamental. Your helping element it has to be there. You want to help other business owners. You want to understand them. You want to empathize with the challenges, because I keep on saying this: business owners are probably the loneliest people on planet because they have nobody else to share their thoughts with. You need to fill up that gap. You need to understand. That's first. So you need to have that persona of a business coach. Second, you ideal business coach would be somebody who has had a great professional career, somebody who is already a business owner himself or herself, somebody who has allied businesses, like you have your HR consulting or you have a financial practice, and you want to add on into your into your basket of offerings. Those are the people that we are looking at. People who are already existing business owners, people who have had great careers and now at the fag end of their career, they want to now not only make some money and use their time productively, but also help others. Or third, you have your businesses, your existing consulting coaching businesses, and you want to add on another arm to it. But please understand, business coaching will require a significant amount of time. You will not only have to coach people, you will also have to spend time in educating people. For educating people, you need to constantly keep on learning. So your learning investment, your educating people investment, and your coaching, there will be a significant amount of time. And within next 6 to 7 months after you have become a business coach, the results really start flowing in.
Yeah. And very well explained. Our chairman Gaurav Maria ji also keeps talking about, in a knowledge-based business, there are three kinds of ROIs. It's just not on the investment. It's also about on your intelligence, and it's also about how focused and how committed you are to drive a business like this. This business requires a uh, lot of commitment. And when you're looking forward to work with one of the best business coaches in India, the best minds in the businesses, the firm is going to push you to do more, and to reach out and make impact to the business community. Because when you're working with entrepreneurs, it's just not about you as an individual. It's the Action Coach brand name, the coach, the firm that you're associated with, that identity. It's a lot is at stake. So it will require a lot of commitment, and of course it's an exciting profession to be a part of. No questions on that.
And if I can add in, Satyam, out
Yeah.
here something, if you're going to coach a business owner already successful,
Hmm.
right? 50 crore business in this country is no small business,
Hmm.
right? 100 crore business is no small business. It's already successful. Now, for him to go from one level to the next level, he has to trust, like Gaurav keeps on saying, you're intelligent, right? And I add this word empathy, right? You should be able to empathize with the business owner situation, and you should have that enough intelligence and the knowledge which can be acquired so that he can fulfill his goal. Otherwise, if if we just walk into a 50 crore business owner's room or a 100 crore business owner, and they feel, oh, there's one more person who has stepped in, who has never done anything in his life, and he wants to show me that how I can become a great business owner, it will never work.
Hmm.
So self-investment is very, very critical.
Absolutely. And that's the key to success, I would say. As Brad keeps talking about, you only become better when, your business only becomes better when you
You
become
become
better.
better.
So you
Absolutely.
need to invest in yourself. The more you learn, the more you grow. And that's how it is. So on that note, Coach Molloy, what would be your final thoughts to our audience today, who are a combination of aspiring business coaches and business owners, and what would be your takeaway for them from the session today?
So let's address the business owner first. India is the go-to market. India is the place to be in. We are seeing what has happened globally with multiple countries. Will competition reduce? No. Will other people come and offer products at a lower price? Yes. Will newer players come in? Certainly, yes. Business is a journey for the long haul. If you have started the business with a certain passion, please take time to introspect why things are not going the way it should, and do a probably reset button and start doing it. This is the place. This is the journey. Like a lot of people have said that the next decade is going to be India. There's plenty of money to be made. In 1991, India had 2 billionaires. And in 2025, the number of billionaires that are estimated is about 345. We'll become a $5 trillion economy, if not by 2025, but certainly by 27.
Hmm.
There is a lot of money. There is a lot of demand. There is a lot of curiosity and lot of awareness about new products and services. Please don't let go of it. Also, please do not get into the mindset that I know it all. Let go of your egos. Get help. If people like Sachin Tendulkar, if people like Roger Federer, if people like Tiger Woods needed a coach, all of us need a all of us need somebody with whom we can bounce ideas, somebody who can see things from the outside and make those corrections. So it's only, unfortunately, only the middle class, like all of us, who believe that we can do things on our own. Successful people always have somebody who's helping them, guiding them. No wonder Mr. Ramcharan is one of the most expensive coaches. Even at the age of 80, he's traveling all over the world
Hmm.
and coaching the CEOs of the Fortune 500.
Hmm.
So please take help, exponentially grow your business, and there is and India is the market to be in. To address the people who want to be aspiring business coaches, please come and join this bandwagon. 90 million business owners in this country, registered SME, MSME business owners in this country need help. They need to scale up. Only when they scale up, the GDP of the country will grow exponentially. Come in and join this bandwagon. Knowledge industry is the place to be in. There's a lot of scope for a lot of market for all of us. 90 million business owners, and I need only 20 clients. So what ratios are we talking about? Even if I have even if I have a full team of 6 coaches with me, all of us put together at our optimum capacity would do about 140, 150 clients. What is the percentage that we're talking about when we talk in terms of 90 million business owners? So please come and join this bandwagon, get trained, and go out and impact business owners and get satisfaction in their success while you make the money.
What a great way to end the conversation. But we are not ending this here because there was a question in the Q&A box which I missed, and Anurag has typed it in the chat box as well. So I'll read that out to you, Coach Malloy. What extra did Action Coach equip you with, which you already did not know because of your 2 decades of corporate experience? And how has been your first-hand entrepreneurship journey and learnings thereof?
Oh, this is an amazing question, and I love answering this. So, Mr. Anurag, the first part of the response is I always worked in large multinationals. I had no clue how the SME, MSME sector in this country works, in India works. And for 25, 26 of years of my journey, I had no clue how this SME, MSME sector works. I had absolutely no. And while Satyam is on the call and the other people on the call, Shobit is on the call, I have no qualms in accepting that without the action coach structured system, I would not have been where I am today because they understand. They've been doing it for the last 26, 2094 action started.
93, it's our 30th year now. Yeah.
It is a 30th year. So for 30 years, they know 4,000 odd coaches, multiple businesses. So they know exactly what they're talking about. I am nobody to come and reinvent the wheel. I am just riding that wheel. And everything is there on the dashboard. Everything is given out to us. Every structure of the business coaching is given to us. Because I can link it before even getting certified under Action Coach, I certified myself as a life and an executive coach with the ICF certification. And for every client that I did a coaching and I left that office, I used to get into my car and now start thinking, what do I do after 2 weeks? Now I don't have to ask this question because everything is so structured. So that is a fabulous part of the action coach model. And honestly, I started in 2016. And because of how things have progressed, we have been able to, with other partners, obviously, we've been able to set up three other ventures, and those are being managed. And I believe that entrepreneurship is the journey to be. And I'm not demeaning, I'm not belittling anything. And because Satyam is also a professional in an organization, so I'm not demeaning professionals in any way. But I believe the biggest addiction in life is the SMS that you get on the 30th of the month that your salary is credited. And because of that addiction, you want to live that one more month because of that power of addiction, waiting for the next 30th. The day you're able to break that addiction, entrepreneurship is the journey to win. I started today. I regret. I started late. I started at the age of 46. Only if I started at the age of 36, maybe things would have been different. But no regret. At least I started on that journey. So it's been now. I started 48. It's 45, 46. So it's been about 7, 8 years of entrepreneurial journey, and nothing better than that. Nothing. And the great satisfaction that you get out of uh, being able, and we were one of the very few organizations where we paid our employees even during COVID, including my drivers who were sitting from home, 100% of the salary.
Mm.
uh, we did that, and that's a great satisfaction that you're able to pay and take care of so many people's livelihood. So no regrets at all. Yes, it's hard work. It's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of cash flow management, because we also get into challenges where our clients don't pay on time, and clients also for like one more week for a cash flow challenge. Next week
Mm.
they data. We also have to live through that, but we have to pay our bills, electricity. Otherwise, electricity will get cut off, or so we live through that. Live through that. The ups and downs. But I personally believe the day life is a straight line. That day you're dead.
And I guess that's that. You summed up very beautifully the journey of being an entrepreneur. And thank you for highlighting your age. Otherwise, people would have understood that you're still in your early 30s or early 40s.
Oh,
So that's one. But the way the journey is going, Coach Malloy, we can absolutely vouch that this is going to be an amazing journey for you in the years to come. But since it's the verge of closing the year, we are moving into a new year. I have to bring this point of how you ask this question to all business owners: what is the difference between 31st December and 1st January?
oh
What
yeah.
is that exercise that you do with business owners, Coach Malloy?
So, like I was telling a client of mine in Kolkata on the Saturday, 25th December is a date. 31st December is a date. 31st March is a date. Yes, please go out and celebrate. But I read somewhere, and I follow this, that if you truly want to become successful, and if you're in the initial days of of any journey, whether as a professional or as a business owner or as an entrepreneur, when people are partying, you're working, and when people are working, you're working harder. That is something that I live by, because I see my next 2 years in that time frame, in that zone where we really need to set up the systems, the processes, the hiring, the replication of our coaching practice. While Action Coach brings in a lot of knowledge, but we have tweaked it our way. So there's our way of coaching, and we want to replicate that around people. So please go out and celebrate 31st December. Please go out and celebrate 31st March. But please understand, business does not end on 31st March. You cannot restart from 1st of April. Business is perpetual. Government has told us to close the books on 31st March. So you cannot say that there's an end and there's a beginning. Business is perpetual. So these are only milestones, these are only dates which are important. Like Diwali is an important day, Dashera is an important day, Christmas is important, New Year is important, 31st March is important. But business is perpetual. And even if you have to step back and reset your business for 1 month, just think in terms of that your business is perpetual. So what is 1 month in a perpetual business to bring in the correction? So please don't worry about that. Go out and live your dream, and go out and make your business a great success.
What a great thought, Coach Malloy. Thank you for sharing that. Shobit, our country manager, is also on the call today. He's been a very silent audience. I like to now bring in Shobit. Shobit, you have a couple of quick questions for Coach Malloy before we close the discussion.
Yeah, I mean, I have very basic question. First of all, thank you so much, Satyam and Coach Poloy, for facilitating this call today for all of our attendees. I'm sure everybody's get a great value out of this session, and hearing from you straight away, I'm sure they are all relating it somewhere because we are having so many business owners on the call. My basic questions were, which I've also written it to Satyam as well. I was asking the other day, what do you think is the major challenge happened in the last year when it, I mean, considering the MSME sector in mind, of the last year specifically, we have seen many challenges, but what are those major challenges we have seen in the MSME sector?
Yeah, I think the major challenge came up in 2020, right, when COVID struck us.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the fact of the matter is that the 3 months or the 2 months that we got during lockdown,
Mm-hmm.
people who have used that 2 months to relook at their business, to find the gaps, to, to find alternative ways of doing business, to look at pivoting strategies, are people who have become truly successful. Your business or my business always should have some kind of pivoting strategy.
Mm-hmm.
People who waited for things to change and to get back into normalcy are people are somebody who is truly struggling today. People who have used those 2 months to reset themselves are doing well. Like Brian Tracy says, and I follow Brian Tracy, he says there are only 3 stages of business and life. Either you're getting into a crisis, or you are in a crisis, or you're getting out of a crisis. In the last 22.3 years, there have been 8 crises that have hit the world. And even then, businesses have grown. So our system should be such that we are always ready to face the next crisis. Nobody knew a Ukraine war would come up. Nobody knew a COVID would come up. But if you mentally be ready that there will be a crisis that is coming up, and you are creating a risk mitigation strategies, you are creating your backup plans, there's nothing that can go wrong. But it's all about mindset. Either I look at a glass as half full or as half empty. The glass is always half full. There is plenty of things that need to be
What a what a perspective to this thought, and thank you for that. Another thing which I very often hear it whenever I talk to the people who would like to have our services of our coaches. They say that does your coach gives guarantee, does this coach guarantee success, and if it's guarantee, how do you determine success?
okay. And I use and I hear this every time when I do a seminar, right? And I have only one answer to this: that there are many engineers, there are many doctors in this room, I'm sure, right? So when when anybody who's done engineering, when he went and paid the fees, did he go and ask the principal that will I get success after this engineering? What is the ROI of my engineering fees? Or what is the ROI of my MBBS fees? Right? Can you guarantee me a job after I've done the engineering? If at that point in time you haven't, right, then at this point in time, please get into a conversation with a coach and ask him, how can you take me from point A to point B? And that point B is going to be success. But for that success to happen, you have to do the hard work. The coach can only play the role of a coach.
Superbly articulated, your thoughts on that. And we always say, our founder Brad Sugar always mentioned that we are never a cost to the company. Our coaches have always been the investment for the company.
Absolutely. I'll give you a very small example. My recent client in Kolkata, we signed up in September. Their total turnover was 3.5 crore. This year we are doing 8 crore.
Okay.
Next year we're doing 12 crore. Planning for 12 crore.
Okay.
They have never done more than 4 crore in the last 20 years of their business.
Okay.
So what has changed that they went from 3.5 last year to 8 crore this year?
Mhm.
So
I'm I'm sure. I'm sure. Well, on that very note, Coach Molloy, thank you so much for giving your time to all of us. I like to thank all the attendees. I like to appreciate that they have also joined us today for a wonderful session. I'm sure maybe you will have more queries about it. You can reach out to the credentials. I've already put it out on the chat. So I also like to wish everyone a very, very safe, happy new year. I wish you a very, very great success in the new year in 2023 for everyone. And just spend some time with your family, with your loved ones. But make sure, as Coach Malo said, the business doesn't stop on particular dates. It keeps growing. So on that very note, thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you so much, Coach Malay, for a wonderful discussion today. Maybe we should keep doing this so often because this was a free flow discussion. And, the questions kept coming in and, so many thoughts in our mind that we could have discussed. But, there's always a next time as well. We really appreciate your time. It's very important to ask us what part of the world you are in currently because we never know where you are. So where are you currently?
So currently I'm in Mumbai, and this year I'll be spending in Mumbai the rest of this year.
Great. So thank you so much.
So
The pleasure. It
thank
was
you,
a pleasure.
Satyam. Thank
Yeah.
you, Satyam. Thank you, Shobit. And if you could share my credentials also. So if
Yeah.
anybody wants to reach out to me directly for any conversation, happy to do,
Yep.
because we do this 45-minute strategy, complimentary strategy call for your business. So please reach out to us and we would be happy to help you. And if you're in Mumbai, we are always open for a cup of coffee.
Yep. And I'm just typing Coach Malloy's email ID in the chat box. We'll
Yep.
also be sending everyone thank you emails with all the contact details of Coach Malloy. So feel free to reach out, make use of this free strategy session that he's just spoken about. And who knows, a conversation with a coach can really open gates for more success for you. So on that note, thank you so much, everyone, for being a lovely audience today. We were also live on YouTube on the Franchise India channel. So a special thanks to all our audience there as well. Until we meet next, until we speak next, I wish you all Godspeed. Please take care of yourself and stay safe.
Yes, Shobit.
I just like to mention one thing, and I like to encourage every business owner on the call that since Coach Malloy is here, he's been very kind. Please do your business health checkup, with the help of Coach Malloy. I'm sure he will be very, very, kind enough to give you a time. So get your business to him, and then he will do a business health checkup for you. And absolutely such a note of appreciation. Would that be
Thank
okay, Mr.
Thank
Coach
you so
Malloy?
much. Yes, Satyam, absolutely. And please reach out to us and we will schedule a 45-minute complimentary call to help you with your business. Thank you so much, Satyam. Thank you so much, Shobit. And thank you, everyone. And wish you a fantastic 2013. And you can watch us live anytime on our Monday morning Facebook, business Monday mornings with Business Coach Mullah. You can reach out to us and you can capture all the information that is there. Thank you so much. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.